In 2011, Nissan won the World Championship, the FIA GT1 World Championship, in fact, with Lucas Luhr and Michael Krumm. Michael, what's it like being reunited with this fantastic car?
Yeah, for me it's always a big moment. The 2011 World Championship has personally been the biggest title I've won in my career, for sure. You know, it's also the first world title for Nissan, and it's been a really hard work, 3-year development program to get to this world title. So a lot of good memories and memories of hard work and frustrations and joy, and it all ended up happy. So it's always a pleasure to be back in here with this car.
But when you get back in the cockpit now, does it feel like putting on your old favourite t-shirt or something like that?
Yeah, I have to say, it just fits like a glove. I just can immediately drive it off and feel at home. That's how much time I've spent in this car. The interesting thing is that if you see here, this is one of the last real GT1 cars. I remember when Jan Mardenborough drove it last year, he was so excited he didn't want to get out. Why? Because we have to shift manually, you know, take the hand off the steering. It's a fun car.
Yeah, awesome.
This is really still a raw GT car.
And you mentioned it's a raw GT car. Under the hood, you've got 590 brake horsepower from that massive 5.5 litre V8 engine, which at the time I think made it the most powerful NISMO race car there was.
Yeah, absolutely. We were really fast, and also on the straight line, of course. And one of the big challenges was to make proper use of this power and engine, you know, with the traction, to make sure the whole car fits around that engine and the torque it has.
And unlike the production car, it was rear-wheel drive only. So with all of that power, what was it like in the wet when you're shifting yourself and everything?
Yeah, that wasn't easy, and it was our biggest challenge. I remember when we started testing in Malaysia, we couldn't get the rear to calm down because it was just too hard for the rear. We ended up having pretty good traction, and in the wet we were also very competitive. We were running in the top in the wet as well. If rightly designed with the balance, the car has amazing traction.
And that sounds just like the real road-going GT-Rs
yes,
as
absolutely.
well, which is fantastic.
That's what we were aiming for. I mean, in the road car, you can go around the corner, bam, and open the throttle, and you're safely there. If you want to drive fast with that car, you need to have that.
Now, when you're reunited with this old car and you get back behind the wheel like you are now, take it out on track. Do you feel like going for lap times, really pushing hard?
You want to really explore the limits, and that's the pleasure of it. I mean, to be able to move the car really in the limit and brake late. And I remember, yeah, I know what lap times you need to do here. You want to actually be right on there.
And how do your lap times compare to, say, the GT500s and the current GT500s?
Yeah, that's a good question. At the day we were running here, we were about in the middle between the GT300 and GT500. This was 2011. The lap times have all come down a lot, so now the GT3 cars are also faster. But that is development over the last, 6 years. And on the straights, we were as fast as the 500s. So that was quite fun.
Now, there's only, as far as I know, 2 of these GT1s in existence. One here in Japan, the other in the UK.
I don't say that so I can't crash it.
You have some nice GT-R metal in your own personal collection. Would you like to take this one home?
Yeah, this is definitely one you wanna have. In my case, absolutely. I have the model car. No, I mean this is in good hands with NISMO, and since I'm still working with NISMO, so I can always go and see it. If I would like to have a car, sitting at my garage, it would be that one.
It would be this one. Would you trade out the Nürburgring lap time car for this World Championship?
Now you're asking me a tricky question. That is, I said it's the highlight of my career, but the Nürburgring time attack car is a very, very special event for me and a special car for me as well. I want to have both.
There you go. Michael Krumm, thank you very much for joining us here on NISMO TV, and we're going to hear a lot more from Michael in the years to come, I hope.
Well, hopefully.
Thanks a lot.